not in Calgary. Look at that. Yeah, the weather is really odd today, and that's part of the discussion. And YouTube goes and changes rules for kids, and it's very confusing as to what a person should do. So friends, cheers. We've all made it halfway through the week. Not much left to go, and here comes the weekend. So good on that. The weather has changed here in Calgary. We had that bitter cold over the weekend, and then these last couple of days have been up and down. Yesterday was only supposed to be +4. It went to +12 and created a lot of issues for your hippie. I gotta tell you, my brain feels like mush. I'm not sleeping well. It's the up and down. I don't mind it getting warm. You know, the rest of Canada usually is in the deep freeze when Calgary gets their Chinooks, but Chinooks can play on my brain so badly, so badly. And by the way, what's a Chinook? A Chinook, the actual name stands for a group, a band, a tribe of Native Canadians, natives that live near BC in an area where warm winds always came in, and they would come and visit to Alberta, and when they came over the mountains, they'd say, "Here comes a Chinook." That's an old story. I don't know how true it is, but it's what I've heard, and it kind of grew from there, that the Chinook was the greetings from the mountains, the warmth from the mountains, but the mountains can bring such cold too. So this weird weather, really, this up and down barometric pressure really gets to me. I had a really hard day yesterday. I just couldn't think. The fog was thicker than ever, and I'm only talking the fog in my brain. I am not talking anything else. I even made a couple of videos while I was walking along thinking you guys would like them. I looked at them today, little short ones. Hey Gord, thanks for throwing it to me. And they didn't make a lot of sense. Sometimes I get in these ruts where the fibro fog takes over, and I have a really hard time thinking. That's why today's video was supposed to be, we are better off today than we ever have been. I have the stuff ready. I just didn't have the cognitive ability, I think, to really give it its due. I'm going to try again tomorrow. So today, what else do we have to talk about? YouTube just yesterday announced their Child Online Protection Act, COPA, compliance. They were fined for an awful lot of money, a couple of days of profit for them, for failing to protect online children's accounts from being mined for data. So now it's very simple for me. Is my content intended for children? I don't have a children's channel. Yes, sometimes it can be meant for family, sometimes it can be meant for my kids, but it isn't meant for kids. I'm not out there trying to get kids to watch my shows. In fact, a lot of times I set the adult indicator or put the adult intro. My channel is not for kids, so I have an easy say on that. But my son, my young Pasha, what's he to do? If he sets his channel as intended for kids, as his audience is intended for kids, then he can't take advantage. He won't be able to comment or hear any of your comments. But his channel isn't intended for kids. It's a gaming channel. It's meant for gamers of all ages. Although he sometimes does some cute little things that are meant for a general audience, but he has never done programming intended for kids. So I'm trying to figure out what he should do, how he should set his settings, because the people who find YouTube have not finished. They said they will scour YouTube for people doing content for kids. It doesn't say anything about kids doing content for general audiences. So, you know, it's difficult. It's difficult. What do? Do I tell Pasha, hey, wait until you're 13. Let's shut your YouTube channel down for 2 years while this plays over? Or just every video he puts up, he says, no, this is not intended for kids, or yes, it is. If he says, yes, it is, there will be no comments allowed, no end screen, no links, no nothing special, just, hey, it's me doing what I'm doing. The only content I ever saw that he did that was created for kids to see is when he does his Bean Boozle taste challenges, and even those are not really kid related. I understand the move, I just don't understand the impact to my son and to those around us. I think it's Google and YouTube passing the buck on to the creator. Again, what's it mean for me personally? I think for this channel, for you and I, nothing. Nothing. I'm a non-monetized channel. I mean so little to Google. Pasha, of course, is non-monetized. He wants to work towards being monetized, but this could throw a little wrench into it. We will see. We will be careful, and I will take any advice if you happen to know some information that I've yet to uncover. It's only a day, and Pasha, I think he wanted to do a video this weekend. I may just ask him, you know what, wait another couple of weeks, let this blow over. All these questions usually end up coming up in the first couple of days, and they get answered in the next couple of days. So if we wait a bit, we get our answers. So that's an update from Gordy. No flashbacks, sorry, no flashbacks, because yesterday's were weird and silly. I just really had a tough day, tough brain day yesterday, and I'm just recovering today. Today's going to be a more normal day. It's, as you saw, it's -1 or +1 right now, and it's going to 4, and it'll go back down to 0, and then the warm day tomorrow. So it's all over the place, and that's Calgary. That's Calgary. That's why I miss Edmonton. It was colder, but it was colder all the time. So something like this, you could dress for it. And hey, I can still, now thanks to the parka, I can do my porch ponderings. You know, instead of setting everything up in the studio, which takes some time and then takes a lot of extra editing, this kind of video goes up to you quicker. So, time for little known facts. I've got a couple funny ones. Ben and Jerry's has an online flavor graveyard for their 10 discontinued ice cream flavors. I wonder what they are. Each one has a photo, lifespan, and epitaph. It's kind of cool, kind of funny. There are times when Pluto is closer to the sun than Neptune. One of these timelines was from 1979 to 1999. Wow, for an awful long time, 20 years, Pluto was closer than Neptune. Pluto, poor thing, no longer a planet. There is a town in Nebraska called Minowi with a population of 1. The only resident is a woman who is the mayor, bartender, and librarian. Minowi. Friends, peace and cheers. Love and harmony.